Okay, everybody, let's recap the lessons. So today we're going to go back to talking about exponents and monomials. So our topic is multiplying and dividing monomials. I didn't really divide. I think I'll divide tomorrow. So our example, here it is. I've got a 2x squared y cubed, z to the 0, 4x squared y to the 5th. So the first thing I notice that's important is the z to the 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So if I replace the z to the 1 as z to the 0 as a 1, then I'm just going to multiply. So now I'm going to multiply my whole numbers first. I'm going to go 2 times 1 times 4 is 8. So multiply your 2 times 4 times 1 is 8. And then when I'm multiplying bases, I add their exponents. So I'm going to go 2 and 2 makes x to the 4th. 3 and 5 makes y to the 8th. Okay, that's it. So when you multiply monomials, you add their exponents. Okay. Example 2 is a little bit different because in example 2 you've got exponents to an exponent. So one thing I could do, which would be a pain, if I wrote this at 1, 2, 3, 4 times, because to the 4th power, but that's doing it the long way. What if it was 10? That'd be ridiculous. So I'm going to do this differently than writing it out 1, 2, 3, 4 times because it's to the 4th power. I'm just going to go 3 to the 4th power, and I'm going to multiply exponents. Multiply exponents. So I'm going to have a invisible 1. I'm going to have an x to the 4th and a y to the 8th. Now I still have 3 to the 4th power, which is 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27 times 3 is 81. So I get an 81, x to the 4th, y to the 8th. Okay? Exponent to an exponent to an exponent, we multiply exponents. Okay? Instead of going 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and how many x's, how many y's. Okay. Example 3 is a combination of both. But we do know that with order of operations, you always do the exponent first. We have to do this first. So I have a 2x squared y squared times a 3x squared y squared to the 3rd power. So I have to do the exponents first. It's part of order of operations. So I'm going to do 3 to the 3rd power first. 3 to the 3rd power is 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. And I'm going to multiply exponents. Like I said, I do that, multiply exponents, so I get an x to the 6th and a y to the 6th as I multiply exponents. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do what I did up above, where I'm going to just add the exponents because I'm multiplying bases. So I've got, first of all, let's take care of the whole numbers. 2 times 27. 2 times 27 is 54. There's an invisible 1 there. X to the 7th and y to the 8th. That's all. Example 4, last but not least, again, order of operations. Let's take care of this exponent first. We're going to take care of this before we do any of that. I'm going to go 2 to the 3rd power. That's 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. Multiply exponents because an exponent to an exponent, x to the 6th, y to the 3rd. Okay, now let's take a look at these two things. If they're the same, so it's called combining like terms, if they're the same, and they are both x to the 6th, y cubed. So if they weren't the same, we could not combine them. Because they are the same, we're just going to combine them. So I got 4 of these, for the x6, y3 plus 8 of these. So how many total? We have 12. 12 of these. Do not add exponents, just how many x6, y cubed. So I have a total of 12 of them. That's all I have for the lesson. So when you add or subtract, you add like terms. Don't change the exponents, just how many do you have. Okay, that's all I have. Homework was E1. If you have any questions, come see me.